are going to discuss on sinusitis. This is the most common problem from young age up to the old age, and it's a very day-to-day problem in all the generation of the people in our society. So what is sinusitis? It is just the inflammation of all the sinuses. Before going into the sinusitis, I just want to give you a brief idea of what are the sinuses and what are the sinuses in our body. What is the requirement of the sinuses in our body? So you just see, God is very clever. He has created our head, and to make it lighter, these sinuses are there in your head. So there are group of sinuses. If you see into the front area, so these are frontal sinus. If you see this malar area, then these are the maxillary sinus, and some sinuses are like ethmoid and some are behind like sphenoid sinus. All these sinuses are aerated, means there is something air inside this bone cavity, and there is a mucosal layer over this bone cavity. So what is the role of these sinuses? These sinuses just take the respiration. We are taking the air from nose. This air travels like this into the sinuses. It takes a turn and goes inside towards your larynx and to the lungs. So the sinuses does the purification of the air, humidification of the air. It increases or decreases the temperature according to the climate, and all these are done by the sinuses only. So if these sinuses get blocked, or their opening are very small, very minute opening is like this, the very small opening you can see. So if the opening is blocked, this sinus become a vacuum. There is no air inside, so it draws water inside, and in the sinuses there is no water. That is called mucin, and mucin is a sticky thing. You know, when your nose is your secretions are coming, this is a very sticky thing. So these sticky things accumulated, it becomes hypertrophic mucosa, or it became polyps. So gradually, what are the symptoms with the sinusitis? There is tenderness in this area. Your head is not that light. What was it was for? Your head becomes heavy, and you will feel like some blocking sensation in your head. You will not feel like lightness and all this. So what are the remedies? There are two group of thoughts. One is your medical, one is your surgical. So before evaluation anything, if we do usually a nasal endoscopy to evaluate the nose, if we find anything positive inside, then we plan for a CT scan of the nose. If CT scan finds major problem like there is polyposis, there is gross nasal deviation and turbinate hypertrophy, then the surgical remedies is the only solution. If these symptoms are very minor and there is only mucosal inflammation, there is no TNS and there is no mechanical obstruction, then the medical therapy is the solution. So to summarize, sinusitis is not that uncommon. It's a very common problem, but to educate to everyone, you should know what are the symptoms. Sometimes another problem I just want to say, the sinusitis may travel to your brain, and there is no valve. All these veins which are like valveless, there is no traffic in between. It may connect it to the brain directly if there is a very serious bacterial infection. So you must meet your doctor if you are suffering from all these diseases. Don't ignore all these problems.